This is Brendan with the Kiteboarder magazine. I'm here with Charles Bertrand, and we are here in Dakhla, Morocco, and we're at F1 2018 meeting. And so, Charles, you're going to go ahead and run us through the highlights of the new surf collection.
Surfboards now, right?
Good.
So obviously the most popular surfboard in the F1 range is the Me Too. The Me Too Pro model has been around for 5 years now. It's been a terrible success, and we're really happy with how this board came to the forefront and is progressing every year. We have 3 versions. We have the carbon version, the fiberglass, and the ESL. ESL standing for Essential. These are the 3 levels really. We have they mix different constructions, different equipments, and obviously different weights. The carbon is a super light construction. The fiberglass construction is a lot more flexible, a lot more comfortable. It features shock absorbers, which is like a recessed in the deck in this place to place more EVA for more comfort. It's like having a double pad thickness, but keeping it flush still. It's got strap inserts for those who want to ride with straps.
Which you don't have that on the carbon version.
The carbon is extra light, so no shock absorbers, no inserts to keep it as light as you can. Still keep the pad though, because it's the best for the grip. Last one, we have the ESL version. The ESL is a bamboo construction, whereas the 2 other boards were a foam sandwich with fiberglass or carbon. So that bamboo construction is super proven, it's been around for years, very efficient. It comes with a tail pad only, no inserts, just that sort of a bare deck surfing feel. Obviously the prices match the construction as well. So 3 different levels to match any sort of demands for the riders. And in terms of shape, this year all the boards share the same new shape. We've increased a little bit the volume and under the front foot, giving more glide in the weaker waves, and we have a bit more rocker as well on the 5.8 and 5.10 for increased maneuverability. The Me Too comes in 4 sizes: 5.10, 5.8, 5.6, and 5.4. So with this range, we can match quite a lot of body size, and I think any rider can find his best, like the ideal board for him in that range. Next model is the Slice. The Slice is a novelty we have this year. It comes in 2 sizes, 5.3 and 5.1. It is it's a complete. The board was really designed for freestyling, strapless freestyle. Where the Me Too was like 50% wave, 50% freestyle, like a super versatile board that most people will like because they can take it into any sort of conditions or any sort of riding. The Slice is more focused on freestyle, so it's got this compact shape, rectangular outline. It gives more stability when you're doing tricks in the air. Also, the reduced length, really helps with moving the board around, whether you're in the air doing a trick or whether you're on the water, still maybe surfing a wave. The board reacts. You can move it easier. There's less momentum when you're trying to turn it. So a very responsive board. The rocker line is a little bit more flat than the Me Too. It's got a bit of a kick at the back, to give that hinge movement to get the pop when you're doing freestyle. One particularity of the board is that it's very thin, and especially the rails are super thin because you need really to get that grip by digging the rail on the water before you can edge and pop for the freestyle. Also come into 3 constructions: the HD foam carbon, the HD foam flex composite, and the ESL construction. Same features: bamboo construction, tail pad, fiberglass construction, shock absorbers, inserts, carbon construction, full pad. Okay, next up we have the signature in the range. This is the real wave board, designed purely for wave riding. Very maneuverable in the waves thanks to its new rocker line with a single concave that run all the way through the tail with a double kick, one before the fins and one after the fins. It's one of the novelty this year is it comes with 5 fin boxes, so you can set it as a thruster if you want, which is usually a little bit easier to ride. Also less pressure when you're doing the top turns. Really, we're trying to focus on this board to make it very natural to get into curves. Like This is Raphael's, my boss's on board, and what he likes is really to get the board into the turn as as easily as possible. He wants really that movement to be as natural as possible and changing from one side to the other side in a one single flow in a way. And this is really what we're trying to achieve with that board. Comes into 3 sizes. We have 510, 5.8, and 5.6. 2 constructions only for that one: the HD foam flex composite and the HD foam carbon. Specifically for that board, because Raphael likes to ride with straps, we have inserts and shock absorbers on the carbon version.
And so this year you guys are actually making your own fins, correct?
We are, exactly. Let's see them here. Big novelty for this year, we designed our own set of fins. There's a choice between thruster or quattro. We have both versions available. We really try, to look around what was around and really try and, make sure we could understand and relate what we were feeling on the water and and relate that to the shape of the fins. So we were able really to make our own design. This is a design specifically made for kitesurfing, which is, not usually the case for most of the fins you can buy on the market. It's a blend. We really wanted them to be versatile. So, we didn't want them to be too fast because the kite is usually pulling a lot. So you don't need all that speed. You need control. You need maneuverability as well. So it's a blend between all these features: control, maneuverability. These are a set of fins you can take to any conditions, like whether you're trying to do freestyle or whether you're trying, you're going and ride a quick wave when you have to have a lot of control to run down the line. So
how are they in terms of construction and flex?
The flex is pretty medium, I would say, to match most of the styles. The construction is RTM epoxy with a honeycomb core. So that's that's the case for a lot of things you can find. You can add carbon, you can add a lot of features, but really, what we have here with this fiberglass construction is a really nice compromise to go for and to ride in most of the conditions.
Great. Well, that's pretty much the surf line. But if anybody has any specific questions about specs or tech, where should they go to find out more intel?
All the info is available on the website we have, which is www.f-1kites.com. And send emails, send questions. We'll be happy to answer them.
Great. Well, thank you very much, Charles.
My
we'll see you.
See you around.